Lord Frederick Lugard died in England. For Nigerians, this is a man remembered and taught only in the books and is faulted by many Nigerians for the 1914 amalgamation of North and South protectorates. I visited one of the few places where a story is told to tourists. Well, TVC News, for the sake of this report, tried reaching out to the Ministry of Tourism, but there was no response. Who was Sir Frederick Lugard? Born on the 22nd of January 1958 in Madras, British India. He had his training at the Royal Military College, Sandhurst. He was a soldier, explorer and colonial administrator. Reeling from a toxic love relationship in 1887, Lord Lugard decided to explore Africa. Some say out of boredom, others say he wanted to prove himself. He later settled with Flora Shaw in 1902. Ikorabasi, Akwa Ibom State, is one of the few places in Nigeria where the pictures of Lord Lugard are on display at the Amalgamation House. The Amalgamation House is where the then governor of the Northern Protectorate and the colony and the Protectorate of Southern Nigeria signed a document merging the two entities into one, the Amalgamation House. It stands abandoned 110 years after that historic moment. The only relics here to remember Lord Lugard once lived here are these photoshopped pictures of him and his wife Flora Shaw, the woman who coined the name Nigeria in 1897.
One cannot praise his conqueror as such, and these were not people who were very kind to the locals, which is why, and of course, even the amalgamation, if one say, oh, Lugard was a pivoter in the amalgamation, Nigerians were never part of, when the documents were prepared. They were never negotiated with as to what was going to happen. It was just what we can call administrative convenience of the British. And then Lugard simply brought the document and that was it. But Lugard was based in Ikorabasi at the time, and that is where the documents were signed, so to speak. All the other comments regarding the local jazz, Badagry, there is no evidence, of that. Lugard was based in Ikorabasi at the time, and the building is still there. In fact, by the way, the picture of Lugard and Flora Shaw are still there, and some of his equipment, so amazingly, has survived there, these many years.
For a travel enthusiast, just seeing the transistor radio, speaker, antique telephone, typewriter used by Lord Lugard and old coins, an imagination of what life was like in the 1880s flashes before you.
One cannot praise his conqueror as such, and these were not people who were very kind to the locals, which is why, and of course, even the amalgamation, if one say, oh, Lugard was a pivoter in the amalgamation. If we are doing anything from the amalgamation, it's just accidental. Himself wanted us to benefit. Whatever we have benefited from all of those activities, is purely accidental. So we see a significant, but not extensive.
Ikorabasi has almost completely forgotten the person of Lord Frederick Lugard. Most of the indigenes are unaware of the importance of the Amalgamation House and the colonial quarters.
I've been hearing about it, and I've been coming to see the place, and I heard that this is where Lord Lugard lives, this is his office. But sometimes I do ask myself a question: why must this place like this?
Some say the reason the Amalgamation House has been left in this state is probably because of how Nigerians feel about Lord Frederick Lugard. So you still have the table? Well, we have to be careful here. We have to walk cautiously on the beams to avoid any kind of accidents. There is nothing much to see in the house, just an old chair, table, and ironclad safe used to store old documents. This is postal expenses for the month of March 1981. From time to time, the informal tour guides present these relics to a paying tourist who shows up at the Amalgamation House. It is easy to get enamored by the story behind the Amalgamation House, but a bird view of the house leaves you wondering why successive governments left this place to rot.
Has come for attention to be paid to all of this. Let them be renovated. Let the proper history be, be told, and let Nigeria benefit from, the touristic value that all of these monuments, possess.
Other historical sites, like the residence of Lord Lugard and quarters, have been leased out to civil servants and government agencies, most of which have been stripped of their identity. This is one of the ports used by the colonial masters to export and trade slaves. It is now managed by the Nigeria Police Force. The signpost at the foot of the bridge reads, "This jetty was first built in 1795 by Europeans for the purpose of conveying slaves into waiting ships." It's a floating jetty and has 3 major underground holding compartments, which were used in storing very stubborn slaves. According to the tour guide, the bridge was named the Bridge of No Return. Once a slave stepped on it, they were not allowed to look back, and they never returned.
But you will show us how to go out. The ship. This place was built for 30 slaves, but they used to put 150 slaves in it. The stubborn ones. So when it's full, they fill up the other ones. So here we used to have 9 bunkers, just like this one. I'm out. Then they use this. Man, so let's seal it up. So they use this. It is heavy. Seal it. Then open this point and open this point for ventilation. So they do the same for, you can see that there's another bunker opening there, and there is another one. So this bunker has 3 compartments. People in this bunker cannot speak with people in the other bunker.
The slave warehouse where I'm standing.
At the slave house, there is a warehouse where slaves are weighed and sold.
Where then the chain I'm holding will connect it from the anchor there.
Okay.
To scale them somewhere comb, somewhere wrapper, somewhere mirror, somewhere a bottle of dry gin, somewhere a bottle of red oil. It was trade by barter by then.
Okay.
You give what you have and collect what you don't have. In those days, our forefathers don't know what is called mirror or comb. They sell their child and collect comb or mirror. This iron is the one that they used to give the slave mark at their back. There is a coal here.
So there used to be coal.
Coal. When the iron is red,
Hot.
this chain will change them. Who am I collecting? You.
Eh?
Let me already you. You are not a slave.
Okay. I can't be
Like
anymore.
this.
Not anymore. Okay. So she's telling me how it used to be then. Oh my God, it's like it's freaking heavy.
Yes, it's heavy. So you use this and point here so that you know you are in the slave warehouse. And this is where they used to burn this iron and give them mark at their back, or any way you want to give your slave.
So how is this connected? This
They will
chain?
connect it here.
All the way up there.
Yes. The scale now is back. That is why it's down.
Okay. So they use this to weigh the slave or something?
Yes, to weigh the slave. They will change either their neck or waist and scale them here.
Oh, so this is a scale.
Yes.
So they use that
Yes,
to weigh
the
them,
anchor,
the
yes.
anchor to weigh them.
Yes.
Do you get
No,
paid
no,
for the
I
work they are
can't
doing?
No.
So you don't get paid. So whatever you are doing with your colleague is voluntary?
No, yes. Except somebody have mind and appreciate us.
So for how many years have you been doing this?
We don't know.
No, how many years have you been?
He's making me 12 years.
12 years. So for 12 years to just do this voluntary, if somebody come,
I go do.
without getting any payment from the state government?
So I go do.
Wow.
Another historical monument sited here is a cenotaph in honor of an unspecified number of women killed at the riverbank. The man, Lord Lugard, is dead and buried, but his name and relics in Nigeria can generate revenue if the government decides to tap into the tourism potential of Ikorabasi and other locations associated with Nigeria's history.
Well, tourism indeed is a sure bet to increasing internally generated revenue in various states like Akwa Ibom, just like you saw there. Well, that's TVC News this hour. For more updates on the stories we're monitoring, you can visit our website. It's www.tvcnews.tv. You can also follow us on our social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, and on X at TVC News NG. On YouTube, we're live at TVC News Nigeria. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.